Welcome to the CLS show. Marty again with you tonight. One of the track owners, Brad. Thanks for joining us. We got the races are officially underway. We're a couple episodes in, and we're talking about racing. But I think the school bus racing all got in, and who was the big winner?
St. Croix Central took the fastest bus race, and the school all the way over from the eastern side of the state, or actually they're probably central, Lake Holcomb won the Battle of the Buses. They avoided all the crashes, whatever else, but just kept on pushing through. And kudos to the Midwest Modifieds and the Super Stocks, because they were kind enough and they understood, obviously, that the school bus race is a special event for the schools and for the kids that come and the fans. And so we actually pushed off their features to the next following week, so in order to get the school bus races in.
Speedway and beautiful Saturday night last Saturday.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was a lot of people came out, and like you were saying, Marty, it's one of the things that we do is to kind of give back for everybody that supports us in the community or the area towns, and even in Minnesota. Excuse me, not just in western Wisconsin, but also in Minnesota. People come from all over the place and just want to see a good night of racing, and so we do that every year at Memorial Day weekend, and it's just a fun time where people can come out and watch the races for free, and we did have a fantastic turnout for that, but on the 10th, we also have Kids Night, and so on the Kids Night, on the 10th, we're giving away a bunch of bikes, lots of candy, so we're going to make a lot of the dentists happy in town, and that'll be really fun. So it's a really good time for both the kids that get to come, whatever else, so, call up your neighbors, whatever else. If there's kids sitting around in the neighborhood and don't have anything to do, pile in the back of the car and let them come out to the races.
And I will say this, you think kids, most people probably think 12 and under, 10 and under. It's 16. 16 and younger.
That's right.
Get into the track free. So
that's right.
Kind of teenagers a little bit too, but obviously it's easy to say kids. But I think that's great. A lot of tracks don't do that as much as they used to. And I think it's great that I would say, obviously, USMTS, some of the best modified drivers in the country.
Very much.
But bringing in the late models, and these guys come from all over the place, too, to show up for this race. You got 5-6 states in these late model classes. I mean, you got guys that they don't care about points. They just want to grab that money.
That's right.
And they come showing up to Cedar Lake Speedway.
And the one thing we talked about a little bit or briefly touched on is that when I'm talking about it's obviously to win for each of those nights, well, obviously each one of those nights is a complete show. So the next night, so if a driver happens to have a bad night on a Thursday or night, doesn't mean that that's going to ruin their weekend. They can come back Friday and Saturday and still earn lots of money or whatever else. So maybe fix their car or adjust something in their setup. And so it's always good to see guys or gals, for that matter, be able to make adjustments on the Thursday or Friday, and then still come back for the Saturday. And basically you'll find some names that you just weren't expecting to see on Saturday. We always have races in July. It's always been July timing. Well, it is, but it's actually June 30th this year and July 1st, and it's all because of this leap year wonderful thing that we have to deal with all the time. So,
and that's a Friday-Saturday show, because in the past, there's sometimes the Outlaws, when they show up into town, it's been a Sunday, Monday, it's been a Monday, Tuesday, falling around the 4th, but this year it's a Friday-Saturday, and I think that's been more consistent of recent years now with the Outlaws when they've come to Cedar Lake Speedway, when it's been more consistent of a Friday-Saturday show. I remember, Brad, that you're thinking of. Here we got...
I've got a couple things. I got a couple announcements. We've actually come out with one already. So our super stocks that we have at the racetrack, we have actually called them pro stocks for quite a few years. But the super stocks are now going to be sanctioned with WISSOTA starting this weekend on June 3rd. And will be going forward for the rest of 2023. So if you are a super stock driver or know somebody that is a super stock driver, let them know that if they were wanting to run for points and want to come to Cedar Lake, they definitely can for the rest of this summer. That would be fantastic for us to see some faces that we probably haven't seen for quite a while. That's the only class that we're going to be sanctioning this year for 2023, just a FYI. Lots of projects, lots of stuff, and nothing better than a 55-year-old man struggling with pouring concrete at my age. Man, it just makes
Maybe we'll have Dan go to the track the next time you're pouring, and then you can go to the CLS show and like and subscribe and have a video of you pouring concrete.
Oh, Chris is the man. I am just there as a...
Done a nice job of trying to advance, not only for the drivers, the fans, and the track.
Yeah, thank you. It's it's just an ever evolving process of trying to update, making constant updates to the racetrack. And ever since I've come on full time, and Chris has been there for quite a few years too, I think we've made some pretty good strides the past few years for sure, and we'll continue to do so as we go forward. So I think we've got some more things in the horizon as well, not just this year, but maybe this fall, maybe, well, I definitely know it's something for next year. So we've got some more things planned as well.
The annual school bus race to bed, and so you don't have to worry about driving buses all
Now I
over
just got to go find more buses to buy.
Okay, here we go. CLS show, like and subscribe, send them an email, let them know where some buses are at for next year. Thanks again. Welcome to the thanks again for joining the CLS show. We'll see you guys down the road.